Hi again. Hi again, everybody. I think the spirits are fooling with us here. I hope you guys can all find me again. It ended my last stream. I didn't touch anything, but somehow my last stream had ended. So I hope you're welcome back on. I'll make Sharon the moderator again. I was in the middle of Nellie's reading. There you are. I'm glad you found us. I'm going to put in my email address again. That was weird. That was spirit. Most definitely. I'm putting in my email for anyone who wants to sign up for tomorrow night for the healing Reiki session. It's $25. Hi, Jay. Welcome back. I'm looking for a couple more people before I continue. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, guys. If you like it, please. And Nellie, I'm just going to continue with your reading, and then hopefully everybody else will find us. This is frustrating that it's skipping people out. It's like they don't want me to talk to you. I'm not sure why. Spirit energy. Hopefully it's coming back. Okay. Okay, great. Beautiful cards. A lot of emotion in these cards for you tonight, which is really nice. You have the Two of Cups and you have the Ten of Cups, which is like final outcome is pure happiness. Nellie, it's pure happiness. Sydney, sorry about that. It's all about eat, drink, and be merry. It's going to be a celebratory time. So 2 weeks from now, you definitely will be celebrating. I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to pass this with flying colors. Okay, and the Two of Cups is juggling. So look, there's your ship again coming in. We keep getting a card with your ship coming in, and the ship you're going to go out with, which is awesome. Hopefully it's been determined. You will have a choice, I keep hearing. And I think this card came up for you last time. But there's going to be a choice of some kind to make. So I know there's the ship again, the ship coming in. And that usually means when you get repeat cards like this, that usually in different readings, it usually means it just hasn't come to fruition yet. So it doesn't surprise me that this is still 2 weeks off, because you'll probably be getting at least one similar card with a ship in it for the next 2 weeks until you actually reach that goal. Okay, but there is a choice to be made, and I'm not sure if there's a choice in a decision on where you'll be going or what you'll be doing or what ship you're going to be on. But I'm hearing the number 2, and I'm seeing 2 pentacles here. Neither one is wrong. You see the rainbow between them. But I think it's going to be a choice that they make for you, is what I'm hearing. So I don't know if it's, again, about a ship that you might be going on. And the last card I have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is always about going in a hurry, going somewhere fast. So once you finish all your studies, I feel like everything's going to move fast. Hi, Jenny. Glad you came back. Glad to see you tonight. I'm going to put you on my list, hon, okay? So once you pass everything, I'm glad you guys found me and came back again. It's so frustrating when Spirit does that sometimes. So things will move quickly. Once you pass your test, once everything's good, once the decision's been made where you're going, it's gonna move quickly for you, okay? Nellie, I hope that helps. I have nothing yet. I fear nothing for you. Okay? You're so welcome. You're so welcome. My pleasure. And Sydney, she's going to be joining tomorrow night. If anybody's interested, is just coming on. I'm running, I'm a crystal Reiki master, and I'm also an RN. So I'll be doing a Reiki healing tomorrow. It's going to be a half-hour long rather than just the 5 minutes that's at the end of every daily reading. I'm going to be spending the day tomorrow putting out all the monthlies for the month of November. And then at 6 o'clock, I'll be doing 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll be getting on Zoom, and everybody else who's signing up will be on Zoom. And I'll do the full half-hour Reiki, and then we'll have kind of a discussion group talking about all things that go bump in the night. It's 11/1, which is 111. It's a really good day, and it's the day after the full moon. So it's a really perfect time to have some healing. Full moons are letting go of energy, right? You're at the peak. Put out your crystals. Let them bask in the moonlight tonight. It's a really good time to do that. So what I was going to say is, if you're interested in tomorrow night's Reiki for a half hour that a lot of us are going to be on Zoom for at 6 p.m., you can go down below to do donations of love. It's $25. It's usually $65 for a half hour, but I want to be able to, I can offer it to everybody to try. And once you sign up, I included my email up there. Let me put it in again, because you need to email me your email address so I can send you the link to Zoom. Okay, and once you have the link to Zoom, all you have to do is click on it at a little before 6 tomorrow night. Okay, so if anybody's interested, just let me know in here that you're doing that, or you can even put your email in here if you want. Okay, so Nellie, SLM, I'm going by the names, even though I know who some of you are. I want the, your names that are on here. So SLM is next, and then Jay, and then Jan, and then Jenny so far. And it doesn't look like Sydney. I mean, it doesn't look like Sharon made it back in. Would anyone like to be the moderator and kind of just every once in a while say, it's a wonderful way to start the month, Nellie. It definitely is. Sydney, sorry. I know there are a lot of J's. You can moderate. Okay, so that would mean kind of when somebody new comes in, letting them know to please subscribe and to hit the notification button. And towards the end, if I say I'm getting close to being done, like mentally done, then I'll have you, if new people come on, I'll have you say that, Lisa is done for the evening after these few readings. But if you subscribe and hit the notification button, next time you'll be notified when she comes on live again, which will probably be at the beginning of next week, because tomorrow night is our wonderful Reiki event. All right, it's pretty easy. Not difficult, but you get to have a really pretty blue color added to your name next time you say something. Okay. Jenny, you don't want to wait? You only have 2 people in front of you, hon, for readings. You just wanted to say hi? Okay. SLM, are you here? I have a bunch of people that say they're here. I have 9 people that's in the chat. If you guys could give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Helps me grow. Oh, can you plug it in? Oh, that's nice, JJ. Jay's next. JJ's next. So will your phone hang in there, Jenny, for a few more minutes? No, you're not at home. Okay. Well, if you decide to join us tomorrow night, my email is right there. I posted it above, lla24@cox.net. We'd love to have you, and have a good night. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Share this out, you guys, to all your friends, okay? Because that helps me continue to expand my channel. So you'd like a card reading. Any special questions that you'd like answered? I've shuffled these so many times they won't shuffle anymore. I was sitting here earlier just shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Do you have a specific question, or just you want me to do just a general reading? Sydney, do you want to say hi? Just things are looking in the near future. Sure, I'll be there. I know you will be, Lisa. I know you will be. I'm excited. It's going to be fun, and you'll get to stay tonight and have some cards drawn. The full moon, and we've already been disconnected once because Spirit was not happy I was on, so we'll see how it goes. Purposely not. I'm not going to do mediumship tonight just because the veil's so thin and the energy's so strong. Sometimes I don't always pull. I always work with only white light energy, but sometimes different energies come through, and it's very hard to distinguish. So I don't want to put that energy out there tonight. So I'm just doing cards, but I'm happy to do cards for you. So just how things are looking in the near future. Okay, I already shuffled them. Let's take a peek. Okay. Okay. I'm just checking out these cards here. Okay, the first card is the death card, but this does not mean death, so don't panic, okay? This means like death and rebirth or transformation. So you're going through a very transformative time right now is what I would have to say. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a pretty color that you're blue as the moderator? So SLM, you're definitely going through a birth and rebirth process, okay? or a death and rebirth that comes up with a couple of other different cards. But it's a transformative card. It's a very transformative card. And then you have the Fool right after it. And the Fool is the very beginning of the tarot. So you're doing the death and rebirth thing, and then you're starting right off at the beginning with the Fool, which is amazing. Hi, Jen. Nice to have you here. I'm going to put you down, Jennifer. You're in my list. I'm doing tarot card readings tonight. Jennifer just signed up for tomorrow night's Reiki. So I'm excited she's coming. So SLM, this is the Fool card. This is starting over. This is you have your free, you know, like in the Rider-Waite deck, you always see the Fool. He has his little knapsack. You've probably seen that before in the other tarot decks. And he's got his little doggy by him. So here's the little doggy. He's still here. But the Fool is up in the air this time. He's juggling stuff. He's juggling all the different signs. He's trying to decide which direction he's going to go in after this death and rebirth, right? So that's where you're going. Then I've got the Devil, which is temptation. So I don't know if there's another job that's tempting you. I don't know if maybe you've already interviewed for another job, but I feel like there's a temptation of some kind out there. This could be that you're changing something in your life. That could be the transformation. Maybe you're changing your diet. Maybe you're changing and adding exercise. Maybe you're quitting smoking, all those kinds of things. But this is going to be involved with the Death card, because this is always temptation, the Devil card. It's always the secret behind, okay? Behind things. And so the Death card is Scorpio, and this is Capricorn, the Devil card. So all I see is a new beginning right here after the death and the rebirth, and then that something's going to tempt you. So try not to let it tempt you. Try to stay in this same category, okay? Try to stay in your, where you want to be going, in the direction you want to be going with this rebirth. I don't know if you're starting a new job. I feel like you're starting a new job or doing something that's very new, taking a leap of faith like this Fool is doing. Does that make sense, Asala? Does that make sense that you're starting something new? New life. Yeah, I hear it 100%, because these cards don't lie, and that's what this is. And then we have the new life, and you get to choose. You're the Fool. You get to choose whatever direction you want to go in. You're taking a leap of faith. Just don't be tempted by old scenarios is what I'm hearing, okay? So don't be tempted by somebody old that's going to try to come back before Tuesday when Mercury comes direct back out of retrograde. We get a lot of things from the past, and I'm feeling like this person, if it is a person, or this temptation could come back before then to try to tempt you. But you hold your ground, because you've got this great transition coming, okay? That's going to be wonderful. Yeah, thanks, Sydney, because I have a lot of people that are on. So if you've joined, let me know. I hope that helps. You're so welcome, hon. It's so true, I feel like, to what you're going through. Just know it is a brand new life, and you're in control of it. You get to take that leap of faith. Okay? So that's awesome. Thank you, Sydney. You're doing a great job. Jay, you're next. JJ. Oh, did JJ be? No, JJ's still here, right? Yep. Will Aries come back into my life this year? Okay, let me pull some cards. Right off the bat, psychically, from the spirit guides, I got no. I feel like there's a third person involved. I don't feel like this Aries is totally in your life, or was ever totally in your life. I don't know if they were, and I don't want to speak mean, but I feel like this person was a kind of a player. This person kind of used you a little bit, and it bothers me to say that. And then there is a third person. Is this person just not able to be, does he have any feelings for you? I can't read his feelings because I don't have his permission. The angels or you in person always have to give me permission, and I don't have his permission to read him or his energy around you. But I do feel like he's with a third person. I do feel like he cannot commit. He's the type of person that you'll always be working on to commit with you. So I don't feel like, I feel like if he was in your life, it was kind of behind the scenes. It was never out in the open like you were officially dating. Does that make sense, JJ? The angels, I mean, the spirit guides and the angels are speaking really clearly to me. I use the cards, you know, as a tool, and I can pull a couple of cards. Well, you look at the card on the bottom. I don't need to pull cards. I'm hearing so clearly that I don't know if you were a rebound, but I just feel like I don't think he knows what he wants or what they want. Okay? I don't necessarily feel like, I feel like you were taking for granted is what I keep hearing. I feel like you were taking for granted. So I'm sorry to hear that, but please know if you're able to let go of this person. This card, by the way, the Ten of Swords, lots of times in a lot of decks shows blood, and it's really awful, and it's usually in the past. It's someone that's come in and hurt you in the past. There's no blood here, and it's not coming forward. It's not moving forward. This is definitely in the past card. I found out he was with someone, so I walked away. Yeah, I mean, I think you made a really wise decision. I know it wasn't easy for you. I know it wasn't a decision I'm sure that you didn't want to make, but I felt you did have a good connection. You know, I think you did have a good connection, but I don't think he felt it as strongly as you did, hon. And I think it's his problem. It has nothing to do with you, JJ. There's nothing you did wrong. It's just his inability to commit and his inability to stop shopping around is what the word I just got from Psychic, from Spirit Guide. Okay, is shopping around. He shops around to see who he can find and who's the next best person in a row. So that's why I feel like, you know, he kind of took advantage of you. I do want you to know, though, that I do see somebody coming in very strongly for you. I'm going to pull a couple of cards. These are already shuffled, but I'm going to cut them. I do feel like if you're able to let him go, that there is somebody that's going to be coming in. There's a path that you need to take. You see, there's somebody, the goat, this elk is standing right in the way of this path you need to take. So this is him standing in your way of coming onto this path of truth. It's going to lead you right to the person that's going to seal your heart. Okay, so if you can forgive and let go of him, you're going to have a choice, and you're going to be able to go right down the middle of this choice and find your true love, okay? Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect time. We're at a full moon tonight. Full moons are the perfect time and to let go, okay? Let go of what no longer serves us, whereas the moon is as full as it can possibly be. It can't add anything else, right? So now we got to start to let go as the moon starts to wane and come back down to where we get to a 3/4 moon, and then a half moon, and then a quarter moon, and then the new moon, right? After 2 weeks. So you're letting go of things. And so the full moon tonight, which is a blue moon because it's the second full moon this month, we had one on the 1st and we have one on the 31st. This one is in Scorpio. Lots of times it's about hidden things. Yeah, you don't even need to stand in front of the moon. You can see the moon probably out the window, and you can say what you want to let go of. You can write it down. You can make it an affirmation, JJ, and this is true of everybody. That's why I always say I hope you stay around, because this is something that you can do for yourself, because you can create an affirmation or something positive to bring somebody in. Hi, Faith. So, for example, a good affirmation for something like this is, thank you, universe. Rather than saying, I need to let go of this person, or I want to let go of this person, you could say, thank you, universe, or thank you, angels, or thank you, spirit guides, for helping me let go of this person in my life so I can move on to somebody who's going to come in and be a wonderful match for me or make me very happy. Okay? So it's really a nice way of, you just always want to put the affirmative out there when you have an affirmation. You always want to make it positive. So instead of saying, oh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to pay my rent, instead you say, universe, I know that you're taking care of me, and I'm going to have more than enough money to meet my needs. So you see the difference in how you say things? Thank you, Sydney. You're doing an awesome job, by the way, hon. Thank you. Does that make sense, JJ? I will do that. Yeah, no problem. There's also an old saying, and I still do it. So I can't say it can't be that old. It can be old because I'm old. But there's another thing that they say: you should empty out your wallet on a full moon and open it and close it 9 times and say, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up 9 times. And then you leave your wallet empty overnight. and it fills up your wallet with abundance. Not literally money coming in, but the next month. Okay? Can I know why feelings for me, please? Oh, okay. You will do that. Oh, my pleasure, JJ. And I'm sorry Aries isn't going to work out, but I know if you tell the universe that thanking the universe for helping you let go of this person that no longer serves your purpose, right? That's what we do at a full moon. We let go of things that no longer serve our purpose. And thank you, universe, for bringing in that wonderful new person to me, as if they're already here. So that's what you do. That's how you manifest. You manifest as if it's already here. Because whatever you put your attention to is where the energy goes. Okay. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, JJ. Okay, Jan, you're next. Jan, are you still here? Looks like I have a bunch of people in here, and Sydney's my moderator tonight. She's doing an amazing job. Thank you, Sydney. It allows me to just focus on the readings, which really helps me so much. So you're a sweetheart for doing that. I appreciate it. So I have Jan next. And then I have Lisa L, and I have Jennifer, and I have Faith. And you can share this out so some of your friends can come and join us. If you can share this out, that would be great. Hi, Lucy. I'm putting you on the list as well, honey. I think there's like 4 people ahead of you. Jen, oh, you have an Aries in your life too. Goodness, stay part of your life. Well, the Aries in your life stay part of your life. Okay. Well, the angels are telling me they're not totally in your life. Is that accurate? Jan, does that make sense? I feel like they're on the periphery of your life right now. They're not really totally in your life. We have a lot of Aries energy. That's the second person that's asked about Aries. We have Mars in Aries right now until the 14th of November. Mars in Aries is the energy of war, of frustration, of agitation, of all of these, I hate to say white supremacist groups, but there's a lot coming after the election, no matter who wins. A lot of negative energy, a lot of it's just not going to be pretty. So we're going to be doing a lot of lives, doing a lot of talking through this to help you guys stay grounded, okay? Yeah, Jen, so that makes sense because I feel like they're on the periphery. They're not really totally in your life. I don't feel like this Aries person is willing to commit or willing to give you what you need. I'm going to pull a couple of cards, but I feel like somebody else is going to be coming in for you. If you're able, again, we're at the full moon. I just said the same thing to JJ. We're at the full moon, so it's a really good time to let go of what no longer serves you, right? And when you let go of what no longer serves you, it gives room. So it's like when the moon is that full, it's bursting at the seams. You can't possibly take anything else in. You couldn't possibly have another person come into your life. But if you slowly let go of things in your life that no longer serve you, as the moon starts to wane, that's a perfect example, and go down, shrinks in size, you're going to have somebody new in your life. Absolutely. So when we pull a couple of cards, and then yeah, that's awesome. Right off the bat, look at that. There he is. That's not what he looks like, but there he is. He's coming soon. So if you can possibly let go of this Aries person, I don't feel they have your best interest at heart, is what Spirit's telling me. I feel like, not that they're using you, I just feel like they're not 100% into it like you are. Okay? And this person, this new person that's going to come in, if you can let go of the Aries, will definitely be more about you and more about having a loving relationship. Okay? The next card I got is the Empress card, which is beautiful. I mean, the High Priestess card. The waters are calm. They're loving. You definitely have somebody that's coming in to bring you love. But you have to let go. You have to be able to let go. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, Jan? Hi, Brad. Jan, I don't know if you've had a chance yet. I know that Sydney's been trying to get everybody to please subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll know when I do come on, and can always do readings. Okay, Brad, we missed you the other night. That makes sense. Okay, Jan. And I don't think you've been here before, Jan, and if you haven't, please hit the subscribe and the notification button. For all of you that are new, that are just coming in, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm having a Crystal Reiki healing ceremony or circle or healing, however you want to word it. It's $25. It's going to be on Zoom. So all you need to do is go to Donations of Love down below, add the $25, make sure you put on here or send me an email. Here's my email address. Gives me your email in order to send you a link to the Zoom tomorrow night at 6 p.m. After the Zoom, we'll kind of have a tribe where we can talk about things, and I always say things that go bump in the night. I know Lisa's on here and she's going to laugh at me, but that's what I always say. We talk about astrological stuff, stuff that's going on with the planets, stuff that's going on. Maybe you're getting signs and you don't know how to recognize them. It's kind of like establishing your tribe or our group. Hi, Cynthia. You're welcome, Jan. It's kind of like establishing our tribe or our group where we can come on once a month and talk to each other about all kinds of different stuff, okay? Lisa L. Lisa, you're next, sweetie. Are you still here? So if you're interested in that for tomorrow night, hello, dear. If you're interested in that, I know Lisa is coming. She's already signed up. She's paid the $25. She sent me her email address. I already sent her the link for Zoom, and tomorrow at a little before 6, she's going to come on. So you'll not only have the 30-minute Reiki healing, which will open up all your chakras, any blockages, perfect for the first of the month. Great way to start 11/1, which is 111. Perfect timing for everything right after the full moon. And then we're going to have like a get-together and talk after for anyone who wants to stay, okay? So, Lisa, do you have a question for me, hon, for the tarot cards? Is there anything you have a question about? And people always ask me, how do I know how long I should shuffle for? And what happens is, let me put this down a little bit, you'll see what I mean. When I'm shuffling and they go together really easy like that, that means they still need me to shuffle them. But when they start to like bunch up or see like that with their cards, that's how the cards are telling me, okay, you need to stop now. So it's just a feeling that I get, okay? Let's see, business direction. Oh, girl, you need a life. LOL. There's my email, guys, if you want to come tomorrow night. I'm kidding. You're just so good at your job, and people love you. So let's pull some cards. This one wanted to come out. What you got going on, Lisa? Because the very first card that came out is the Tower. This doesn't mean something horrible is going to happen. What it means is that there's going to be an upset, a twitch, I always call it, or something that's coming out that's going to go, oh, like it's going to be unplanned, unusual. So is there something in your life that is going awry? Are you feeling there's somebody toxic in your life? This can also mean a toxic person in your life. That's the first card that came out. Now I'm just going to pull a couple of others for you, Lisa, but I wanted to find out about that. You also have a death and rebirth. Awesome. Death and rebirth card. Are you thinking of changing jobs? I know you're so good at what you do. Well, maybe you're taking on some new clients. Death and rebirth. Letting go of some old and bringing in some new, Lisa? And it could have something to do with this Tower. Maybe someone is going to do you wrong or not pay you or be a thorn in your side, or you decide you don't like their energy, because I know how empathic you are and you can feel energies. You're very intuitive. So that could be what the Tower is about. And then suddenly you make the decision that you're going to cut ties with this person. That's the plan. New client, less hours. I need family time. Perfect. So that's what this is all about then. Getting rid of some of the pain in the, you know what, you don't need it as much, and rebirth. Letting go of some of it, letting go of some of your business. You don't need to be as busy as you are. You need some family time, which is perfect, because here's the Empress. Here's you as the empress or the queen of your own kingdom, the queen of your own household. It's the Venus sign. It's the mother. It's the nurturer. It's the loving energy, which you are. So everybody who is lucky enough to have you as somebody who loves them in their life is indeed very lucky. You're very grounded. You're very giving. You're very donating. I like that. House renovation. Oh, there you go. And that's death and rebirth as well. So that could also be the Tower. So your cards make perfect sense, Lisa. And I think this one, staying at home and nurturing yourself and your family, or not staying at home, you are working from home. I just mean like not as much work, okay? Really kind of focus on family. I think that's the ideal thing for you to be doing at this point. I really do. I think that's the perfect card for you. I hope that makes sense because it's beautiful. People get really nervous when you pull the death card. You don't need to be nervous from the death card, okay? The death card is very rarely, unless it comes up with a few different signifiers around it. You're so welcome, sweetie. I hope you decide to stay and listen to other readings. If you don't, I understand. But guys, I want you to, then this is for tomorrow night too, but let me know, once this gets posted, if you want to put any comments or anything, let me know if you've seen any signs recently, because this week has just been bursting at the seams for me getting signs for everybody. So Jennifer, you're next. Are you still here, Jennifer? There you are. My daughter has been seeing spirit. She's saying a W name, but we cannot make it out. When she sees this person, she repeats, "No baby home, goodbye. No baby home." Anyway, I'll pick up on who this is. The doorbell in the middle of the night again. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, and that's spirit, hon. That's definitely spirit. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night. I want you to bring up that as an example, because sometimes we have really vivid examples just like that when people bring through signs from our loved ones, come through with signs. And then sometimes we have very kind of esoteric, etherical kinds of signs. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything, and that's an awesome one. Wow. So Jennifer, your daughter has been seeing spirit. She's saying a name. We can't make it out. When she sees this person, she repeats. When she sees this person, she repeats, "No baby home. Goodbye, W." No baby home. How old is your daughter, Jennifer? And we're going to talk about that tomorrow night too. Okay, bringing that up tomorrow night, because that's a really good example of that. Children, we can talk about how children see spirit so much clearer than we do once we get to a certain age. Unless you've used it for many years. I mean, I've used it for 35 years and I've worked that muscle to death. So it's really strong for me to be able to get spirit to come through. But somebody like a 2-year-old up to about the age of 8 really has it strong as well. But no baby home. This has, and I'm hearing it clearly from spirit, this has to do with I always feel like the spirit isn't, I feel as though the spirit isn't in our home. She always asks to look out the window to see them. And she probably does see spirit out the window. And then that's very, very common. Or they'll look over your shoulder and they'll smile and they'll laugh or they'll reach for something. That's very, very common. It's almost kind of like when there is an older person who's passing. Sometimes they're speaking with somebody who's in the room and you wonder if they're seeing things, but there are people, loved ones that are coming through, and they might even reach out for them to touch them because they're so happy to see them. But in this instance, I feel it's a baby. So I don't know if you are expecting or if you're trying for another child, hon, but she's telling you very clearly that not yet. I think spirit might be telling her that there's a baby coming. So I certainly don't want you to spill your guts on here, but I feel like there's, you just had a son, okay? 2 months ago. Yeah, you don't want another one yet, please. I'm going to pull some cards because I feel like it has something to do with your daughter and the 2-month-old. How does she feel about the 2-month-old? Is she jealous at all? Has she regressed at all? Like, you know how sometimes they potty train? She loves him. Oh, I know she loves him. I'm sure she loves him. A bit jealous, yeah. Okay. Hi, first-time viewer. Hi, Joe. We'd love for you to, and Sydney will tell you what to do. I just put you on the list, Joe, but Cindy will tell you how to join, subscribe, hit the notification button, all that good stuff. So Jennifer, I'm going to pull some cards, but I really feel like this has something to do with your daughter being a little bit jealous of the baby. The first card I got is the broken heart card. It's almost as if she was always your center of attention, and then, but you're really good about spreading your attention. You're really good at taking care of both of them, but I think she feels a little bit of this jealousy even more than you think, and that's what this card is about, is the energy that's come before it. Oh, you didn't come up, Joe, is subscribing. That's interesting. Okay. Not sure why. If you decide to do it later, great, thanks. I have you down on the list, okay, for readings. I think there's 4 people ahead of you. So this does come up as jealousy, okay? So the second card I have is the Wheel of Fortune, which is everything going your way. Everything, this is fate, this is destiny, this is what's meant to be. And I still hear it. So be very careful. I know they say, you know, there are certain things if you're doing it, like if you're a breastfeeding mom, or if there's certain things that you're doing it, etc., you won't get pregnant. But I'm hearing it very strongly around you, hon. And I don't know, I don't think you want that. I can't make that decision for you. That's a free will decision. But fate and destiny shows us another spirit child around you. So I don't. Hopefully this isn't a third child so fast. That would be what do they call them? Irish twins, right? If they're both born. But this is faith, and it's coming through from spirit very loudly about another child. So this could just be you making a decision or thinking of having a third child in the future, but for some reason it's really bothering. It's really bothering your daughter that we had. You told us December 19th that we had 3, but we think we are done with 2. You told us in December 9th. Oh, and December 19th. Yeah, if you know for sure you're done, be very careful. Okay, because I see, and I feel, and I hear another spirit child around you. And I think that's who your daughter might be talking to. Ask her if, I know she's only 2, but ask her if she sees another baby besides your son. Because I feel another baby pretty strongly around you. And the card I have is the respite card. This is a card for taking it easy, which you're definitely not doing with 2 children under the age of 2. But this is definitely, hi, Shafi. Well, let me put chocolate chip down. And Shafi is going to be next. Be very careful, okay? Because this is the respite card. This is the card that could be just taking it easy. This isn't a death card. It always looks scarier than it is. This is just someone laying down. It's the truth. It's what's out there that you don't want to look at. And I have a feeling that's what this is. So be very careful or prepare accordingly is what I'm hearing. Okay, Jennifer? And I think your daughter is more aware of what's around you. She may be saying no more baby. We're not having another baby to whoever's talking to her about having another baby. That could be what's happening, okay? I hope that helped, Jennifer. I know you laugh, but you're going to come on here one of these times and say, oh, happy oops. Hopefully not. Hopefully everything's in your control, right? You're so welcome, Jennifer. So glad you could come. And I'm going to see you tomorrow night because you signed up. So for those of you that are just joining us, I'm running on Zoom tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I'm having a Crystal Reiki healing group where I'm doing 30 minutes of healing instead of just 5. And yes, you're in line, Chocolate Chip. I have you in line, okay? I think there's 5 people ahead of you. And just going right through the line tonight. I'm not doing mediumship, but I am doing I'm doing readings. Okay. Mediumship is really hard on Halloween. White light energy. I don't do dark energy at all. For those of you that know me know that. But sometimes things, because the veil's so thin, things creep in. And so I don't like to welcome them. So I tend to stay away from mediumship on Halloween. Okay. But I'm happy to do cards, and that's what we're doing tonight. So, but what I was saying is tomorrow night, if anyone is interested, go to the Donations of Love. It's $25. I will send you a Zoom link to your email. You just have to include your email on there or put it on here for me. And then I will send you a Zoom link. I have Faith, then Lucy, then Brad, then Cynthia, Joe, Chocolate Chip, and Shafi. Yeah, you got it right. Thanks, Sydney. That's the order, everybody. Yeah, feelings for me as a friend. Just wait. If you can wait, Faith, until oh yeah, you're next. I'm just finishing up talking about this, and I'll get to you, okay? And then we'll take care of it. No problem, hon. So if you want to join, I can't finish my thought here. Too many spirits talking to me at the same time. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing a Reiki healing session for a half hour. It's usually like $65. It's $25. If you'd like to join, hit the Donations of Love, put in $25. Here's my email. Send me an email, please, with your email so I can send you a link to Zoom, and we'll be Zooming this healing tomorrow night. Okay? And then afterwards you can stay, and the tribe will kind of get a chance to talk to each other, talk about some of the signs we've been talking about that we get from loved ones, some of the mixed reactions we get. Sometimes we get signs, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we feel like people are around us. You know, what does the shadow person means? All that kind of stuff. We'll talk about it. I'll have answers for some people, and sometimes you guys will run the whole conversation. But I'd like to try to do it once a month. Okay? Okay, Faith. It's your turn, hon. Let's see what we got. Why feelings for me? 30. Why feelings? Why feelings for me, please? He is a friend, but I feel he has some feelings for me. Am I right? Why feelings for me? Do you want to know why someone has feelings for you? Or is why the person that you think has a feeling for you, Faith? I just want to make sure I ask the right question of the cards. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you want to know if he has feelings for you. He's a friend. I'm going to pull a few cards because I'm hearing that he likes being a friend. You saw me shuffle these, and here they are the same. So I'm going to shuffle them again. I feel like he's a friend. I mean, I think he's a little flirty in nature. Well, this person is a little flirty. I might not necessarily be a guy, but I feel like this person's a little flirty in nature, and maybe you flirt with each other. If you want it to be more, I'm hearing you'll have to make the first move. Okay? But I am going to see which cards I pull up for you. Okay. So the very first card I pull up is the Star card. Beautiful. So this is beautiful, positive energy. So if you want this, you can manifest this, because this is a card. He is flirty. I think you're flirty too, Faith. I think you're flirty to each other, and that's why you feel such a strong connection. This Star card means that you, if you want to keep it as just friendship, you can. But once you make a decision, it's going to move quickly. So once you make a decision, yes, I want to move on. Yes, I'm going to tell him that I'm interested in him. You know, you'll have to make the first move, and then it'll move in that direction quickly. Okay, which is nice. The final card I have, though, is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is always kind of a message that you get, or that you hear, or a lesson that you're getting. And I feel like that's what's happening here, is the lesson, the truth. It's always the truth. So he may decide, no, he doesn't want that. And he'll let you know one way or another. But you have to be the person that asks, okay? So I hope that helps, Faith. And now I have Lucy. Faith, does that make sense, hon? A lot. Great. Okay. So you make the first move. You find out. Keep me posted when you come on here. Let me know. I love new romances. I wish everybody love and luck. Okay. Now we have Lucy. Lucy, are you still here, hon? Share out, everybody, if you can. Please share the live reading. Share it to your channel. Share it to your Facebook. Share it to something so that other people will join us. Or maybe it doesn't show up as share. I've never seen it from the other side. Lucy, I'll give you another shout out here. Are you still here, hon? It's your turn. Maybe you're busy typing away your question. I'm just going to sit back for a second. Here you go. Hi, Lisa. I'd love to see if Joe is around me and if he was there when I visited him in the funeral home. Honey, I'm not doing mediumship tonight. I'm not even opening up that channel. Okay? I have to tell you I'm not. Hi, Susie. Because on Halloween, because the veil is so thin, even though I only personally work in white light energy, there's a lot of spirit energy that comes through that I don't like working with. It's negative and it's toxic, and it can be very dark energy. So I don't open up to mediumship on Halloween. So can you ask a question maybe that I can draw cards for you on? That would be great. I'm sorry for anybody that's waiting for mediumship, but I tend to not always bring in the highest and the whitest of light, which is what I like to do. Thank you, Lucy. But come back on Monday, the cards are done. See, they're doing all kinds of funny things. If you come back on Monday or Tuesday, yep, Susie, I put you on the list. You know, next week, bring me that exact same question and I'll answer it for you, because I'm in more in control of the energy that comes through me and comes through the veil, okay, when it's not as thin as it is today. All right, hon? Don't lose the question. Come back and ask me again, I promise. Do you have anything you would like me to ask the cards? Because they're all shuffled and ready to go for you, Lucy. You have I am. I don't. Okay, sure. Here you go. Can you just pull some cards? Sure, for the days to come. Okay. Thank you. She's being our great moderator tonight, Sydney is. So you have the Queen of Wands. I mean, the Queen of Swords. And this is you standing firmly. This is standing in your belief. I don't know if there's something recently that you've had to fight for or stand up for or stand in your own power about, Lucy, but that's what I feel like this is you. And it's all about communication. I feel like somebody has talked to you about something and you weren't, this is the truth. So they may have told you something that you didn't know about or a truth that you don't want to believe. And this is you just holding your ground, holding your power. You have your sword up ready to fight if you need to. You don't need to. You can put your sword down is what I keep hearing. The angels are telling me you can put your sword down, okay? Just stand in your own power and be your own person. And I tell everybody this time of year. From now until the end of the year, chaotic. We have 2 eclipses coming up. We have Mercury coming out of retrograde. We have Mars coming out of retrograde. We have Pluto and Saturn joining in conjunction. We have so many different planets that are very chaotic, very warlike, a lot of violence in the month of November, not towards you, towards, I feel like it's the election stuff. I feel like it's all one party being very unhappy, and you know, it's really showing up as a lot of violence. But this is just stay in your own lane is what I'm telling everybody, okay? Stay in your own lane, keep your head to the ground, and don't argue with anybody. I mean, don't react if somebody tries to push your buttons. That's the best way, okay? Yeah, it's not amazing though. It's not gonna be good energy. It's really gonna be negative energy. And I have another sword around you, the King of Swords, and this could be actually a person in your life. This could be, I don't know if you're married or you have a man in your life, but he's also here to protect you. To have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is pretty cool. So if he isn't already in your life, it's somebody that's coming in, but he is here to protect you and keep you safe, which is lovely. So you know that you have a protector around you. You carry everything. You carry this load, this burden all by yourself. This is work. And I feel like you're carrying and doing somebody else's work for them. You don't need to be, okay? Oh, that's great. Good. Now, how about the work one? How about this one? Letting go of some of these rods, sharing the burden. Even if it's at home, sharing the burden. You don't have to be at the answer to everybody's prayers. You want to be, and you do a good job and you feel like nobody can do a good job as you. I'm the same way. I'm a Virgo. I'm a control freak. And I always feel like I do a better job. Not a better job than everybody, but like if I am going to ask somebody for help, it's easier just to do it myself is how I feel. So if you're carrying this heavy burden, let go of some of it, hon. And I feel like by the time the crescent moon comes, which is in about a week, you will be letting go of some of this. Okay? And you'll feel a lot better. But that's such that heavy burden on your shoulders. It's got to be exhausting after a while. Does that make sense, Lucy? Did that help, hon? Definitely carrying a massive burden. Okay, if you can somehow release some of that burden, it would help. Yeah, I am a mess. I'm the biggest control freak in the world. Ask my kids. If I'm not in control, I'm out of control because I don't like that feeling of not being in control. That's what Virgos do. So if you do the same thing, Lucy, I tend to carry it all on my back and I don't ask for help because it's so much easier just to do it myself than to share it and have somebody else do it and then to have to go back and redo it myself. And if that's you, then stop. I tell myself that all the time. Stop. Ask the universe to help you with that, okay? Brad, are you here? Good luck, Lucy. Thank you, hon. Brad, are you here? You will not, you'll try to, you will. Remember, we're manifesting. We're putting out a positive affirmation. Universe, thank you for helping me not feel the need to stay in control all the time. Going with the flow. I want to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Okay? Listen to Jason Mraz's song that's called Living in the Moment. I'll write it down for everybody. Jason Mraz, Spirit just told me this. Living in the, I know this song very well, but they just told me to bring it up. So Jason Mraz has a song. It's called Living in the Moment. And it talks about going with the flow and just staying in your lane. It's a wonderful song. I used to listen to it all the time when I was running. And it's the words are amazing. And for anybody that's a control freak like I am, it's a great song. Okay. So Brad, welcome. You're so welcome, Lucy. My pleasure, sweetie. Brad the Wreck. Okay. Lately I've been feeling better about my mental health, but I still battle anxiety. You know what? You're not the only one, Brad. How can you improve? You can wait until December 21st when, and I'm being honest here, when we go into winter solstice, when we have Saturn and Jupiter aligning, because everybody's feeling anxious. I have to tell you, it's what's in the air: anxiety, frustration, rage, anger, just all of these emotions. And so many people I talk to, and I talk to quite a few people every day. Oh, it's beautiful, Lucy. Listen to the words really carefully. And if you're a control freak like I am, it helped me tremendously. Whenever I feel out of control, I re-listen to that song because it makes me go like, woo, like I really need this. Let me know if you like it after you listen to it. So Brad, how can you improve? You can't improve, my friend. I'll pull a couple of cards for you. I don't think it's anything personally. It's not. It's not, because you got Pentacles cards. You got money coming in all over the place. You don't need to be worried about money, that's for sure. You got the big Ace of Pentacles and you got the Seven of Pentacles. She hasn't even collected her Pentacles because she's working so hard at building this money and this abundance. Okay, Brad, it really has to do with the energy that's in the universe right now. It's making people feel really anxious. If you can do some guided meditations, I would do that. Jason Stevenson is always who I recommend. He's on YouTube. Jason Stevenson with a PH, Stevenson. And he offers a lot of really great guided meditations that help with anxiety. And I would recommend that. And to learn some he helps you with breathing and so forth. That helps with that. But it's really just kind of hanging in there through the end of the year, my friend, because everybody's feeling that way. Okay. Cynthia. Cynthia, are you still here, hon? I lost a few people, but that's okay. If you're still here, I'd be happy to read for you. Let me know if you have a question. If not, I'll move on. You're so welcome, and I hope it gets better. Sydney, if you could announce that I'm done taking people, because I came on at about 6:30, 6:45, and by 8:30 it'll be about 2 hours. It goes by so fast. So I'm done, but if they hit the subscribe button and the notification button when I come back on again on Monday or Tuesday live, I will definitely read for them, I promise. Okay? So tell them to come back for sure. But I'm going to stop after Susie. Okay? Thank you, Susie. Cynthia, are you here? No, I'm in a circle. But Joe? How about Joe? Is it Joe? Might have been Joanna, and I just wrote Joe. Let me go back. I'm sure I get everybody here. Susie, Lucy, Susie, Faith, we did. Chocolate chip cookie, you're coming up. Joe Mystics, Joe's Mystics. Are you here, Joe's Mystics? There you are. What's the future between me and CD? Are things over? Oh, hold on. I'm just going to open my door real quick. It's hot in here. Okay, coming back here. Sorry about that. I went to my door to open it, and there were all these kids there. And I'm not doing trick-or-treating. So I had to kind of explain myself. Okay, Joe. It is Joe. Okay, you're still here. Do you have a question for the cards, Joe? Or a question for me psychically that I can answer for you? It's weird. I already lost power one time on this live video. Hopefully it won't happen again, but it keeps telling me that my internet connection is very weak. So I'm not sure which spirit's playing with me here. But if I go out again, that's the reason, guys. Sorry about that. I'll try to jump right back on again. Yes, what's the future of the relationship with Sudi? Are things over? Or you just asked me that? I'm sorry. That's me. That's my problem. I do hear that this person is not as interested in this relationship as you are, CD. Okay? I do hear that. I'm going to pull some cards, but I'm hearing that I don't really feel it was a full relationship. I feel like you were more into the relationship, if you call it a relationship, with this person than they were. Are things over? You haven't heard from in a couple of days is what I'm hearing. Is that correct? I feel like they blew up over something very minor, just as an excuse to pull away is what I'm hearing. Does that make sense, Joe? Subscribe and hit the notification bell, Sydney. That way they'll know. Wow, I have heard from him today, and yes, they have. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's silly things. Something he made up. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel. I feel like he's looking for a reason to pull away, is what I'm hearing. So I don't know that there's much you can do at this point. I feel like you just are taking a back. You're going to need to take a back seat to let him do whatever he wants to do, because he's riding on this non-committal train right now. He doesn't want to commit. And I don't know if things are getting close and he feels the need to cause a stir or cause a shakeup or cause something to be wrong. That's what I'm hearing. Does that make sense?